drip is a skill. It's the highest cruise a bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. We just slip on, spin move.
Well, if you're going to play football in Arizona, a dome and air conditioning, those are two good things to have, and we've got both here at State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
A timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. They work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
25 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
2nd and 11 now.
The 45-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
20 on the year, and the Cardinals have taken the early lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Mostert. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brought down back at the 36-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a gain of
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
gain of 2 yards.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
Heavy rush, and down he goes. Ronald Blair. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, You and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brought down.
And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
6-0 our score after one. Play fake. Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So in one play, you've lost an amount of yardage that our stat guy is still totaling up.
Oh, how to get it out quick. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
For the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Cardinals 6.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Philip Lindsay on the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up.
Here's a give to Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Philip Lindsay, the ball carrier.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run forward with Lindsey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rolling to his right. And finding the tight end Hooper. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team?
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Shotgun now from Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Nice gain of 21 yards. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 13-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 49.
Now Murray off play action. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2. From the gun, Murray. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Coleman has it here right side. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Open man is Samuel, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st down, 49ers.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. that's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll get it near the 40 to the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Murray. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Marquise Goodwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
49ers 7. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play. First down.
A gain of
so from the 36 now. 1st and 10.
San Francisco.
A carry there from Mostert as he's able to work his way forward for a pretty good pickup on first down. Officially a gain of 5.
Baker on the tackle.
Once again, it's Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Garoppolo will get this into the hands of Mostert. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. Yet another interception, and I just had to double double-check my math, but it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it, but the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
They'll find Lindsey here.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. They're going with Lindsey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21. 49ers 7.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everywhere.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Phillip Lindsey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Cardinals 28, 49ers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Cameron Brate.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st down.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Hicks leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's 2nd down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That's complete to the tight end Warner. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. They'll try him now with Mostert. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Here's Mostert.
Down San Francisco.
Across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Second and 2.
And this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. And
on the handoff, this is Mostert. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Well, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Jalen Townsend picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Javon Kinlaw, the big D tackle there to bring him down.
2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray flushed out right. He'll try and run him. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That catch good for only a couple. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down.
It'll be intercepted. Caught by Emmanuel Mosley.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage.
He was defensive.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Tyrone Crawford make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Completes it to Samuel. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, San Francisco.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football. And look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss
of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
47-yard line.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. They're looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Tarvarius Moore, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At their own 40.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
Garoppolo's pass intercepted. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
And they take a knee.
20-yard line.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. It certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.